Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery. How are you all doing today? So, one thing that some people don't know is when we schedule these posts on Facebook and YouTube, we have to go on either before or exactly at the right time because Facebook does not allow us to go live after the fact. So I had to make sure I went live, which is why that was up. I had some customers in the store, but I had to make sure I went live on time so that we could get out to Facebook there. I hope we're streaming on Facebook. I'm only getting comments from YouTube. So if you're out there in Facebook land, please say hi. I'm going to take a look on my computer right now. Sorry, but I want to make sure we're actually streaming, which is a thing. Because I'm only seeing, normally I see people on Facebook. There, Lorraine on Facebook. Thank you. I just want to make sure I'm streaming okay. I am. I see it there. Now I'm seeing some Facebook comments. Donna is with us. Thank you. So let's see who's out there with me today. Michelle is here. Got in here early. Those YouTube notifications, right? I think they go out and say it's going to start in 5 minutes or something like that when we do that. So I like the YouTube notifications. They let everyone know a little bit in advance. Hello, Teresa. That's probably why I have so many YouTubers. Thank you out there. Michelle, Marianne, Teresa, Suzanne is there with us here today. AG Beat Fam out there. Oh, Norma is with us. Donna. We have Donna. We have Lorraine again. Teresa, Jacqueline. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Julie. So I tried to Julie says, got to meet Andrew in Tucson. I know he shared pictures. I got to see you kind of in person, not quite, but but I'm glad. I'm glad you got to meet him and see him out there. Hello, Bonnie. How's it going today? She asked. Things are going pretty well today. It's been a busy day. Let's say that. Not people-wise. I had those two people who came in at the end of the day here, just before I closed up. Those were the first customers of the day. It's always great when the first customers walk in your closing time, right? But I'm glad for them. They bought a little bit of some fragrance oils and a little bit of stones, so that's great. It's great to see. We love when young people come in. Because, sometimes people think these little stores here are, that they're not for young people, or they're just, that they have to act a certain way, and try to talk with people and try to let people know we're here for you. Like, this is why we're here. We're not here to look at you funny or wonder why you're coming into our store. No, that's what a store's for. You're supposed to come in and you're supposed to enjoy yourself. So it's good to see that. Facebook user, I'm guessing that's Diane, because you're talking about therapy team meeting. So I'm guessing that's Diane out there, but hello, Susie, by the way. All I'm seeing is this. So it looks like, Diane, you have to go and authenticate yourself through StreamYard again. Hello, Cheryl out there. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Linda. Linda says, always nice to make a sale, right? Even if it's small, we'll take it, especially right now. Like I said, they were the first and only customers today. So that's the way it's been. Now we've had some customers online, so thank you all who have been ordering, because we have a flash sale going on. So if you didn't know about that, maybe you're not on our email list, or maybe you are not on our text message list, or maybe you don't look at our Facebook page or our community page on YouTube. Or maybe you've just been busy and you missed it, right? That's possible too. That's my life. I look at all those things and I still miss stuff. So we are having a flash sale. It ends tonight. It started yesterday, midday, and it ends tonight. It's 25% off pretty much everything. I think everything in the online store, which we don't do. For one, we generally never go above 20%. Our margins small, because we keep those prices low for all of you all the time. That store that says everyday low prices, that's us. We try to keep them everyday low. So having huge sales, not possible. So every once in a while, we like to give a little bonus, especially when we're in Tucson trying to buy some stuff. Cash flow is nice, y'all. So we take the stuff that's already paid for and sell it to you on a flash sale, and hopefully make some money to buy new stuff to sell to you later. So 25% off, hardly ever go above 20. I can count on probably 2 fingers the number of times we've done above 20. and it's a quick, just over 24-hour sale. So you use code FLASH SALE, FLASH in your shopping cart during the checkout process. Use that as your discount code. You'll get 25% off pretty much everything, even those Green Girl Studio pre-orders, y'all. Did you pre-order your Green Girl Studio stuff? We're going to be sending those numbers to Greg so that when Andrew drops Cynthia and Azalea off and heads back up here to Pennsylvania after they travel across the country again, he's going to be picking that stuff up, and I'm hoping that Greg's going to have it ready for them. So that's going to be delivered shortly after they close up on Tucson, drive back across the country, and Andrew gets a chance to drive here home. We're going to have your Green Girl stuff ready to get out the door, and you're going to be one of the first people to get all those new goodies that they released as a pre-sale. So if you did not get the pre-sale stuff on our website, please, allegorygallery.com. I'm just going to throw that up just for a moment. Actually, I don't need to because I did this and I forgot to put it back. There it is. So allegorygallery.com. And by the way, you can find us on social media pretty much everywhere at Allegory Gallery. So go follow us. But get those pre-sale, get everything 25% off, even the AG Fine Pewter line. And the AG Fine Pewter line is already super low price. Like, our components are super low price. We're working on back stock right now. That's what we're using. When we have to go and have these produced again, I have no idea what's going to happen to those prices. So stock up now, especially while you're saving 25%, but stock up anyway, anytime on our pewter line, because once we go into manufacturing on that and have to actually have that done, because we want to manufacture here in the US, and you know that's sometimes a little more expensive, but we feel that's very important. I don't know what those prices are going to do. They may triple for all I know. I don't know. So do please go get it. Somebody out there, oh, got to check out the Green Girl Studio items. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. They're on our homepage. Go to allegorygallery.com. The whole pre-order, just go below the categories. I have like 4 sections of categories of all the stuff you can find on our website. Below that, you'll find the pre-order stuff and some other goodies down there. Let's see here. Suzanne ordered from our sale. I know. Thank you so much. I saw a few orders come in from you from the sale. Thank you. Linda is here with us. Good to see you here. I think I said that already. Sorry. I'm just trying to go back and catch everyone. Diane says, it is me. I will authenticate myself next time. Can't stay today. Have a good sale. Thank you. Remember, this is a trunk show. This is a Czech glass trunk show from one of our very lovely vendors. We love working with them. So this trunk show is, that means, I guess that's the way to do it. That means that we have it for like 2 weeks at most, generally. We have to sell the stuff. We sell as much as we sell, and then we send it back. So if you're watching this video like 2 weeks after it debuted, you're too late, unfortunately. So sorry about that. But hopefully you're watching it live with me, or you're watching it very shortly after it aired, and you can get in on this goodness. All right. Now, how do you claim? How do you claim? So here it is. I'm going to put that banner up. To order from this video, take a screenshot of the item you'd like, send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. Make sure you spell that right, allegorygallery.com. That's all you have to do. So if you don't know how to take a screenshot on your device, if you are using an iPhone, a modern iPhone, it's the power button and the volume up button. Squeeze those 2 side buttons at the same time. That will put that screenshot in your camera roll. So you go to your Photos app, it'll be in there, and you can attach it to an email and send it out to us. If you're on a Samsung device, generally it is the power button and the volume down button is what I've been told, and that works. If you don't know still, and you're on a different device, if you're watching on your television screen, you can take a picture of your television screen. That'll work, because if you're on YouTube, they make it very easy to watch on your smart TV. If you're on a tablet, there are various ways to do it. You can look that up on Google. That's a great place to do it for your particular model. Now, the reason we do this is because we already have 2 inventory systems. And if we did something like a comment sold or something else, we'd have to start a 3rd inventory system just for this. And that's 2 is already enough. 2 is already plenty. So we know it's a little bit of, some people make it easier. Maybe, I don't know if commenting exactly right and all that is easier, but I know some people are like, I can't do a screenshot. then I'm sorry. But that's how we do things here from a lot of our lives. And learning something new, that's a great thing, right? If you don't know how to do a screenshot, you never know when that'll come in handy. Samsung is power and volume down button, says Teresa. Thank you. So yeah, iPhone's power and volume up, Samsung power and volume down. That'll take a screenshot. Usually puts it in your Photos app, and then you can just attach those to an email. Send that email to me, and I will get your stuff together. Now, the way this works also is once you send those in, the reason we ask you to do an email, you cannot send us a message on Facebook for this stuff. Excuse me, you cannot send a message on Instagram. Please don't send any messages anywhere else other than that email address that's going right across your screen right now, right here. Because what happens is we get a great timestamp, all right? Email, great timestamp. And it already flows into my inbox in the proper order, because some of these strands there's one of, some there are two, some there are three. There's not much more than 3 or 4 strands of any of these designs I'm going to show you today. So the first person or the first 3 people or 4 people to claim that in the email get it. Anybody after that, unfortunately, miss out. So the email keeps it in order, keeps it all in place. I don't have to check timestamps on the messaging app versus the timestamps in the email versus the timestamps over here on the comments. One place makes it easy for us, which makes it faster to get out to you all. So take a screenshot, send it to us in an email. The other thing I'm going to ask you to do, please do not send anything in an email that you're not willing to claim if you get it. We have a lot of people at the beginning of all this, when we very first started, we had, I won't say a lot, we had a few people who would send us a list of like 20 things. And when I came back and said, guess what? You were first. You got 16 of these 20 things. Isn't that great? And they'd be like, ooh, I only really wanted 5 of them. So what ends up happening is after I see that you got 16, I told everyone else, you didn't get it. Sorry, this other person got it. And then when this other person says, oh, I only wanted 5 of those 16 things, then I have to go back and see who is next again and do all the sorting all over again. Please don't do that to me. It's too much. So only claim the things that you definitely want. Now here's the catch. I know people say, but what if I don't get anything? What if I send in everything and I don't get anything? Isn't it better to send more and just get few? No, because what happens is if you don't get as many things as you thought you wanted, you can always come back later and say, oh, you know what? Since I only got 3 of the 7 items I wanted, do you still have this left and this left and this left? And I'll check and I'll say, yeah, we can add that to your invoice before you pay it. No problem. And we'll add them on. So if you get fewer things than you wanted, you can always add more later. If you got more things than you wanted, that means you sent too many items in the first place. So we try to balance all that out, right? So that's how it works. For those of you who may be kind of new, I'm getting some higher numbers here today, so I'm thinking there might be some new people out there. Hey, Kristen, missed you too. Kristen from Softlex and Kristen Fagan Art and Design is tuning in today, and she has been at Tucson visiting with Andrew, but I have not been there, so I missed everybody. And it's been kind of sad to miss everybody because I love going to the shows. I love going to the shows, but we lost help in our store, and we keep an eye on our cats. We had one cat to the vet just before Andrew left for Tucson, and numbers were good and everything was good, but we're dealing with some territorial behavioral issues. Let's say that. And we have one little cat who has asthma too. So I usually stay back when it's a super long trip. If it's a few days, we can get people, family and friends who watch them for us or house sit for us. But when it's like a month, that's too much to ask of somebody. So and we'd rather save our money that we would pay a cat sitter to do buying, right? So Chris says, I'm back home and sad. Don't be sad. Andrew always has a depression moment after he gets back from a show, because you're all hyped up and you see so many wonderful people and all your friends that you barely ever get to see in real life. And then you go home and it's home, right? And home is good. Home is good to be. He's usually happy the first few days to be home, but then that kind of sadness kind of can set in. So don't do that, Kristen. Don't get sad. Or I should say, get sad, feel your emotions, but don't get too sad. How about that? Hello, Melissa says, hi, I'm new. Thank you for joining us. So if you don't know who we are, this is Allegory Gallery. We're in Ligonier, Pennsylvania. Allegory Gallery and Soflex, Sarah at Soflex, we created the TGBE. So if you're watching us from the TGBE or you found us from there, Allegory Gallery, us, and Sarah at Soflex came together, and that's how the TGBE happened. And then we invited our friends to join us. So if you're from the TGBE, you're not technically new to us because we started that with Sarah at Soflex. But many people don't realize that because they're like, who's this Allegory Gallery and who are they in the TGBE? Why are they here? We're there because we helped start it. We were a founding member. So that the TGBE came into being because Andrew and Sarah had a brainstorm and created the group together. So that's how that happened. So if you're seeing us from there, and we're not streaming in the TGBE, by the way, and the reason we're not doing that is because we are selling things from another vendor who is not in the TGBE, and you will see probably their name on the labels. And so to, anybody in the TGBE who broadcasts live, we have this, this mutual agreement, and it's nice. It's a nice thing to do. We don't mention outside names within the TGBE group. So we're not streaming there. So that's why I went live earlier today and tried to share some notifications and let people know to come on over here and watch us here. So we're a small bead store. We've been a bead store since 2011 in Ligonier, Pennsylvania, and that's in the United States, depending on where you're watching from. We have a physical store, so we are one of the few remaining bead stores across the country, and we've been here again since 2011. We've been growing in this small town of ours. Our town borough has 1,500 people, so we're a very small town, but we reach out to all of you. We go live 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, live at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And so we have amazing things. We are a small boutique store. We hand curate pretty much every single thing we purchase and sell to you. And if we wouldn't use it in our designs, we don't sell it to you. We make sure the quality is there and we try to give you the best prices possible. That's what we're here for. All right. Facebook user says, thanks for showing beautiful Ligonier at 4. Yeah, I went live a little earlier. We had clear blue sunny skies today. It was an amazingly beautiful day out there. Only 29 degrees. Now it's 23. It's getting even colder. But it's a beautiful day. And you can't say much more than that. When the sun's out, it's beautiful. Suzanne says, can't bring you up on Facebook. I have some people on Facebook, so maybe some of the things aren't working. I don't know why. Sometimes Facebook is weird. That's why we try to get y'all over to YouTube as much as possible. One, on YouTube, if you miss getting a screenshot of something like we ask you, you can rewind during the live. You can just rewind, take that screenshot, and then jump back forward to the present moment. YouTube allows you to do that. Facebook does not. You have to wait until we end, then you go back. So there are all different ways and reasons why YouTube is great for live broadcasting. You can also put it on your TV. Facebook took away their TV app in a lot of places. So yeah, and see more people. Vanessa said, having trouble with Facebook. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens sometimes, but YouTube is pretty good. We've not had anybody have issues with YouTube, which is probably why we're seeing a lot more YouTube names here today. I point over here because this is where my comments are, by the way. Okay, let's see if anyone has any questions. Melissa says, familiar with the TGBE? Great. Hello, Nicole. Donna says, I am new to Allegory. Awesome. Chris says, it's true. Virtual hug. Virtual hug to you too. Hopefully you'll be able to come visit us sometime again soon over here in Pennsylvania. And we liked it. If you don't know, Kristen hung out with us. Cynthia and Azalea were here, and Kristen came and hung out with us, and we had a get together and a kit making party, and we did some lives earlier last year. So that was really fun. Let's see here. Nicole says, I'm so sad that I couldn't go to Tucson. Me too, Nicole. Me too. I love going to shows. I love seeing people. I love taking pictures with people. I love eating out with people. But, you know, some of us have to stay home, right? Just sometimes that happens. Let's see here. Suzanne says, now I can get on Facebook. Okay, good. I think it's just a little wonky. Melissa says, how does the sale work? To order from this video, take a screenshot of the item you'd like and send it to us at info@allegorygallery.com. First come, first serve. You can either wait until the end of the video to send your entire list to me, or you can send email after email after email for every individual thing that you want. I'm still going to go by timestamp, so you will have a better chance of getting things if you take a screenshot, send that email, go. Screenshot, send that email, go, instead of waiting to the end. But you can wait until the end and see what's left. You can do that too. But we do have a lot of people who watch our lives often, and they very often send single emails for each item that they want. It fills up my inbox, but it's a lot easier for you to get what you want. You get in there faster. If you wait until the end, maybe you have a list of 40 things and you know you probably don't want them all. You can wait until the end and see, maybe you won't get them all, and then that'll narrow it down for you. But I can't even promise that. So you never know. Sometimes people wait until the end and they think they're not going to get it all, and they get it all. So like I said, if you send us an email, though, that is a promise to purchase if you get it. All right. So remember, don't send us emails for things. Don't oversend. Don't send 60 items and then you say you only want 5 in the end. If you send an email, that is a promise to purchase. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Julie says, it was so nice to meet Andrew in person. That's awesome. That's awesome. Glad you got to see him at least, right? Let's see. Nicole says, I'm watching you on YouTube so I can see a larger picture on my TV. Awesome. And we are streaming in 1080p now. We increased the size of our plan so that we could come to you at HD 1080p. That's the highest our streaming service will offer. So we're back up from 720 to 1080. Hopefully these will be clearer than they used to be on your TV. Terry says, you are having the same weather as we are here in Long Island, New York. Your sky was so beautiful today. It really was. It really was. Now, if you're watching and you're like, whenever is he going to get to this show? Soon. But here at Allegory Gallery, we like to get to know you. We feel that a personal connection to the people who support us. I hate saying customers. I usually say supporters or friends because that's what people end up being, friends. We believe that a personal connection to the people who support us is important. So we often talk about our days. We often talk about what's going on in our lives. We check in with one another. It's very important that the community that we create has a connection to one another. And that's the way we've always been. And so you will notice in most of our videos, we hang out. We generally try to go through the comments and acknowledge almost all of them as much as we can. Sometimes my comments jump and I miss some. But we don't get hundreds and hundreds of viewers, not yet, hopefully someday. But that also means that we can actually take time and chat with you and discuss things and get to know you. So if that's not your vibe, we may not be your vibe, and that's okay. If you like to get down and dirty and get right to the sale, then maybe watch afterwards or rewatch and fast forward through all our talk at the beginning, as we call it, talk. But we really believe that a personal connection, especially in this industry where, you know, it's an arts industry and arts is being taken out of schools and arts is being eliminated from funding. And there's so much that it's suffering from, that if we can, you know, come together as a community, get to know one another, support one another, you know, share work with one another. That's what we're about. It's all about the community for us. Our reason for being is to, you know, show people what's available to them and help the creative community in general. So I do talk a lot. And sometimes we talk a lot about our personal feelings. We talk a lot about things going on with us. But what I found is that the more we talk with each other, the more we realize how much we have in common. And I think that's what it comes down to. I talk about my anxiety a lot. I talk about, I've gone through vitiligo and the autoimmune issues that happen. And, a lot of people can resonate with that. And a lot of people, it helps them feel less alone. Especially, people who are crafters and makers oftentimes work alone and oftentimes feel alone. So it's very important that when we do these lives, and we do them usually 5 days a week, but it's only for an hour to 3 hours sometimes. But it gives us a chance to get to know you. It gives us a chance to connect with people again. And I know you're not talking back to me, but I'm talking to you and I'm reading the comments and we're chatting about things. And that's important to us. So if that's not your vibe, because I know, and it's okay, if you like to get down and dirty and right to the sale and be off and do your other stuff you need to do, that's okay. You can always rewatch these after the fact or tune in a little late because we generally always chat for about at least a half hour at the beginning. Let's see here. Brooke says, I've been seeing you in some pics, Julie. I know, Julie's getting around, right? Julie is getting around, which is good. I like to see that. Let's see here. Nicole says, this would have been my first Tucson show. It's an amazing event, but we're very lucky. It generally happens every year. So maybe next year, save up and be able to go and make time for it. I think it's never too late for a lot of things, right? Can you pin that email, please? I can. No, I can't. Not with this running below. So I'd rather have this running below because it tells everybody everything. And it is here. It comes up every so often, info@allegorygallery.com. So my suggestion is you can pin it in your notes app or in your email app and just have that email, just copy it and have that email ready to go. I wish I could pin it in the comments, but this does not allow me to pin it in the comments because I'm using StreamYard, and StreamYard broadcasts to multiple locations and multiple services. So the pinning is not the same for everything. Brooke put it down there in the comments for you. If I could pin that comment, I would. Maybe if I hit star comment, maybe that'll work. I don't know. See if that worked. Did it put it somewhere you can see it? Nicole says, I did my first 3 beach shows in 2022 here in Michigan with Intergem. So I will be fine. I plan to go to Tucson eventually, though. Yeah. Tucson's great. It's not just one beach show. It's like 60 or 70 beach shows happening all at the same time. A lot of people think it's one beach show. It's so many beach shows. Great mask in the background. That one is actually not a mask. This is actually home decor, right? We have home decor here too sometimes when we find things we like. But thank you. I love that. Brooke says, William, will you be invoicing us after the last day of the trunk show? It depends. Generally, I wait until the end. But that also makes people a little bit worried sometimes. So if possible, I am going to try, that's a good question, because if possible, I'm going to try to invoice people daily. I don't know if that's going to happen. Our schedule's wonky and crazy, and I have a lot to do since Andrew's gone, and it's just the two of us who run the business. So I'm going to try to do it daily, but I'm not going to promise that. All right. But if nothing else, it will be at the end. But I know people kind of like to get a tally, so I'm going to try my best to get invoices out. And sometimes I send out invoices at like 2, 3, 4 a.m. our time, Eastern time, because that's when I get to it. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try and do that as it goes so that you know what you're spending as we go through the days. And I will send invoices. And if you are done, you can pay them. If you're not done, don't pay them because I'll just add to them the next day. That way you don't have to make multiple payments. But if you prefer to pay and be done, and then I'll just start a new invoice. So this is also how we work. If you have other orders with us in our online store or other orders from other live shows, we combine shipping. We will charge you shipping multiple times. And then when we package everything up, we will combine those orders and refund any of your shipping. So if you do multiple days and I invoice multiple days, you may see multiple shipping amounts. That's just usually because when I'm invoicing, it's easier for me to add it on. And then whenever we go to process your order, we weigh it out because some of these could be heavy and might need more shipping. So we weigh it out, and then whatever we're charged from our supplier for shipping, you are charged, and we refund the rest. We do not charge you more for shipping than we are charged generally. We don't make money on shipping. It's a perfectly even trade. You give us the money for shipping, and then we refund up until the point we're charged. All right. So if you get multiple invoices, you can feel free to pay them each day if you prefer. And if you get more than one shipping charge, just know that whenever our shipper combines everything, we will refund whatever the difference is to you back. That's the way we do business. We don't want to make money on shipping, and our shipping rates are generally pretty low. All right. Let's see here. Michelle says, I enjoy the visiting time. Me too. Teresa says, talk time is my favorite. I know, me too. I could just sit here and do this all day, but I know some of y'all want to see some Czech glass, right? Let's see here. Melissa says, same. Linda says, mine too. Ronnie says, talk time t-shirts. Oh, there's an idea, right? I did just get a Cricut, so who knows? Maybe I'll make some t-shirts. I don't know. Michelle says, thank you for letting us know you're in 1080p now. I just adjusted it much clearer. Good. Yeah, adjust that on your TV if you need to, or hit the little button that says on YouTube, there's a button that says quality, and you can boost it up. Teresa says, yes, t-shirts. Marion says, my favorite time of day. I kind of had withdrawal sadness yesterday. I know. I wasn't sure if Andrew was going to get to go live, but I figured he wouldn't because it was teardown day at the show. And I almost jumped on live. Marianne's talking about we didn't go live yesterday because Tuesday is usually Andrew's day to go live. I work another job for another business, so generally I can't go live on Tuesdays, and that's when Andrew does his tutorials and demos. So Andrew wasn't able to go live completely yesterday because he was tearing down the show and doing a lot of stuff in Tucson. So Marianne had withdrawal. I did too. it was like 10 o'clock at night, I think. I almost jumped on and just to say hi to everybody. But by then I was already, I had eaten, I got a little bit sleepy. I was like, let's just do it tomorrow. Linda says, haha, me too, Marianne, right? Nicole says, I appreciate the talk time because I usually learn things from the people in the group or chat box and the host. Yeah, right? When you talk with people, you learn stuff, right? Come together, learn stuff. Lots of good things. Teresa says, I learned things too, Nicole. Okay. Michelle says, you're supposed to be going to bed early. I know. I'm supposed to be doing this morning routine thing. I'm trying to do a morning routine. It's not working, y'all. It's not working. My other job is in the process, or got thrown into a process of having to create an entirely new website. And that's partly my job, mostly my job, actually. So I didn't know that was going to be happening when I started thinking about doing my morning routine. So I've been staying up late at night working for my other job. So that's threw a real wrench in that, right? Nothing like, more like beating me over the head with a wrench. Vanessa says, there's nothing that scary invoice when you didn't realize you spent so much, right? Nothing like that scary invoice. I know. That's why I would like to try to do this daily, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Michelle says, when you say, what have I done? Well, I will let you know, all of the strands that we're going to look at today are only $5 a strand, right? Only $5 a strand. So unless you get wild, it's not going to be too bad for most of y'all, right? Paula says, it's like visiting with old friends. I know. Will the bell ring? Only if people do the flash sell. My little cha-ching bell that we like to hear ringing means that I got an online store order. So if you're using the flash sale that we have going on, 25% off our online store through midnight tonight Eastern time, actually 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, that's when that little bell goes cha-ching, cha-ching. So if you hear that, thank you. That means we got an online order. Melissa says, love glass. We love Czech glass so much, so much. Michelle says, new t-shirts on William Tries Things. Maybe. they're talking about, if you're new, William Tries Things is my personal page. It's kind of like a blog personal page where I try new stuff and I broadcast and talk about trying new things. I'm a very big believer that you have to try new things. And that as adults, sometimes we get in that habit of not doing things unless we're good at it, right? We're afraid to try new things. We're afraid, especially on social media, to show the new things we've tried. So I'm trying to break myself out of that habit and allowing anyone to come along on my journey and do things with me, where we just show things, even in their progress stage, even when they're not done, even when they, we tried it and it looked like crap. It's okay. It's all right. We can still show it because it's all the process, right? The only failure is not trying when you want to do something, right? Suzanne says, this is a great group. It is. Teresa says, love our AG Bead fam. We certainly do. We love you all out there. And we don't say that lightly because we know that you are the ones who support us. You are the ones who help keep us in business. And you're the ones who chat with me every day. So I like that. Bonnie says, yikes, that's a lot of work, William. Website design is time consuming. You are telling me, especially when the old website has been, access has been taken away. It's crazy times sometimes, right? And there's nothing I could have used anyway, mostly because it has been piecemealed together since 1996, I think, when I started their website. I started it. It's just been added on to and kind of reconstructed in some ways. There was nothing modern about our website, so it has to be completely redone. That's why I got these y'all tired. Tired. Marion says, there's always next month, William. Yep, I can start my morning routine next month or the month after, depending on how long this website redo takes. Linda says, yes, we learn like kiwi fruit. That's right, everybody. If you missed it, you don't say kiwi. You say kiwi fruit. Otherwise, it's offensive to people, right? So if you're ever talking about the fruit, you say kiwi fruit. Kiwi fruit. We learned that. We learned that one day. We learn lots of stuff here, and I like it. And I like it. Oops, comments jumped. Where are we now? Okay. Nicole says $5. Oh my goodness. I know. I don't know how they have such good prices, because generally we can't import Czech glass and sell them for this. So good deals today. Bonnie says, I might have to go get the bell to ring. Go ahead, Bonnie. I dare you, Bonnie. Go ahead. But really, yeah, if the bell rings, that's generally because someone placed an online store order. I've been hearing it a little bit today because the flash sale is happening, 25% off. Just use coupon code flash sale, and you'll get that bell to ring. Nicole says, I was also wondering what is a really good book that I can read and learn about gemstones. I was just looking because I had our favorite book that I keep in store, but it's not here. It must be up in the front. There are a lot of good ones. If anyone has any recommendations, put them in the comments for Nicole, especially if you're on YouTube, because she'll be able to see the YouTube comments. Vanessa, every time a bell rings, William gets a sale, right? I like that. I like that. Susan says, Czech glass makes me wild, though. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Suzanne said, I got some kits and charms that I've been eyeing from the sale. Good. Those charms, we have sterling silver, bronze charms in the store. They're a little bit expensive sometimes, but they're great when it's 25% off. And our kits start at like $9. A lot of them are $12 or $18. Good deal on those. So you can check those out. Michelle says, any more news on what I ordered? Yep. Came today. I have them here. I have not gotten them invoiced today because I've been preparing for this live. But I should, what day is today? Wednesday. Hopefully I should get them all inventoried, because I got to inventory them still and then get them out to you. So hopefully I should get them inventoried tomorrow and we should ship by Friday. I did not get the extras yet. They haven't told me that they have them in stock. So I'm going to ship out what we have to you, and hopefully that'll be enough to get you started. Or if you do find the other ones somewhere else, just let me know and I'll cancel that with our vendor. Donna says, I ordered one of the Tucson boxes. Can't wait to see what's in it. Thank you. We appreciate that. What's the code for the 25% off? Flash sale. FLASHSALE. Flash sale. Like a flash in the pan. Flash sale. Let's see here. All one word, by the way. All one word, flash sale. Tori says, I'm doing my own website design for my website right now. It's rough, huh? Sometimes. I like doing it, but not under intense pressure. That's the hard part, right? And it's pretty pressured right now for me. But I do love it. I do our site. I've done all versions of our site from the very beginning up until now. Michelle says there are 25 viewers. Let's get 25 likes so far. We have 10 so far. I'm showing 51 viewers so far between Facebook and YouTube. So thank you all. Normally we get like 30 some, sometimes 40, but 50 is great. So please hit the like, hit the thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe and hit the share button. Share with your friends. Let them know. I know you want to hoard all the Czech glass, but please share with your friends, or maybe at least share it after we're done so you get what you want and then share with your friends. You know, sometimes you gotta put yourself first, right? But please do share, though. It helps us a lot. Czech is the best, is Michelle? Yes, Czech is the best. I love Czech glass. Linda says, I might be able to buy some at that price. Hard for me because of the exchange rate. Yeah, I get it. I don't know what the exchange rate is right now for all of you out there. We're in the U.S., if you're wondering, if you're watching and don't know where we are. Ligonier, Pennsylvania, United States. And so we do ship internationally, though. But shipping rates will vary depending on where you are. But feel free to order from us if you're international. We have a lot of customers that order from, we have Canadians, some of who are watching today. We have some people in France, Germany, Australia, who do order from us fairly regularly. So we are happy to ship to you. You will not be charged any more from us than we're charged from the post office. And we get commercial rates from the post office. So it's a little bit less than postal counter stuff. You just walk into a post office. So I know shipping rates are a little high sometimes, but $5 strands, it's a pretty good deal, especially if your money's worth more than ours. It's a pretty good deal, and you might be able to save a lot buying that way and having it shipped. Let's see here. Norma says, Nicole, I have a good book called The Firefly Guide to Gems by Callie Oldershaw. So there's a good recommendation. Nicole says, Czech glass is absolutely beautiful, especially hibiscus flowers. We have some flowers today. We have some flowers. We have some bees. We have some odd shapes here and there. And we're going to do 3 of the 7 bags they sent us. I'm going to try and get through 3 today. Maybe we'll stop at 2. We'll see how we're doing. But this is going to happen today, tomorrow, and Friday. It's going to be a 3-day event, y'all. So buckle up. Get ready for a 3-day event of Czech glass. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? That was an order. Thank you. There it goes. Thank you so much, whoever that was. And let's see here. Everybody's saying thank you. Let's see. Share. I shared your invite. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Sue says, this is for Nicole. One book I recommend is Gemstones of the World by Walter Schumann. Gemstones of the World by Walter Schumann. This is from a Facebook comment from our friend Susan. So Nicole, if you probably can't see that because you're on YouTube, I can see all the comments. So you can only see wherever you're at. But Gemstones of the World by Walter Schumann is our recommendation. Suzanne says Book of Stones by Robert Simmons and the Crystal Bible, volumes 1 through 3. Linda says, I went to uni to learn website design, production, and management, got my degree, and have never used it. I have no degree in it. My degrees are in French and Spanish. But I do like to design websites when it's not a pressured thing. 68 cents to your dollar from here. That's hard. I get it. Michelle says, buckle up, Buttercup, right? Terry says, love the bell ringing for you. Thank you so much. Marion says, egads, Linda, that's worse than Canada, about 75 cents here, but shipping is probably less too. So yeah, you can order from wherever you are in the world with us. And we try to do our best, as best we can with our pricing. Okay, we've chatted. We've talked a lot. I'm going to get, let's see. I'm going to get one of my wooden shelves here because I think this brown color is going to be better than our green table. and we're going to take a look at bag number 1. And what I'm going to do, maybe, is I'm going to actually write out bag number 1 as I'm showing this, because some of these colors are similar, and when you take a screenshot of them, it might be difficult for me to know exactly which ones. I'm going to do my best. I always do. But bag number 1. I'm going to leave this little note in the background so that whenever you take a screenshot, hopefully I'll see that note and know which bag this came from, which will help me narrow it down a lot of what strand you're looking for. Screenshotting is not perfect on our end either, but it's the easiest way that we found to get all this done. Hello, Harry. Thank you for joining us. Marion says, show me the goodies, right? Show me the goodies. Don't forget your penny. I don't have a penny. Let me get a penny. Uh-oh, I've lost all but my last. Got 1 penny left. 1 penny. Susan says, are there multiples of each strand? Of some, of most. Of most there are multiples, but not a lot. Not a lot. It's kind of like this vendor knows us. There's like 3. You know, we do often buy things in 3s because we're a small boutique bead store. So we buy things in 3s. We buy low quantities, but various things. Instead of buying 10 of one thing, we'll buy 3 of it, and then 3 of something else, and 3 of something else. So we get a more variety that way. So a lot of these are in 3s, actually. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but a lot of these are in 3s, all right? So it is best if you take a screenshot, send us your email quickly. If you want to secure something particular, if you wait until the end, then you might not get everything, but maybe that's your goal, is to not get everything. So you do what you need to do, all right? So I'm going to flip this camera around. We're not fancy here. We don't have some high-end setup where we have multiple cameras, so I have to adjust this and flip our little camera screen around. Someday we'll be fancier, maybe. I don't know if it's really necessary. So here we go. Let me grab bag number 1 and try not to annihilate my stand here. Knock all of you on the floor while I'm doing it. Let's see. Did you hear all that? ASMR for beads, right? Okay. Yes, Harry's been very busy doing ceramics. I love the rabbits too. And the eggs. Harry's ready for Easter. All right. First up, and again, all of these strands are $5 tonight. All 3 bags, $5. Melissa says, so do we each send a screenshot? Just got another order, thank you. You can send each screenshot at once. If you want to wait until the end, you can send them all at once. Or you can send them as you take them. If you send them as you take them, like if you take this screenshot and send us an email right now, you have a better chance of getting this. There's only 3 of these. All right, there's only 3. You have a better chance of getting it. But if you want to buy, like you want to buy a lot, but you don't want to buy everything, then, and I'm not guaranteeing it because remember, you're sending an email, you're promising to buy anything that's available to you. But if you wait until the end, there's a chance that you won't get everything. So you determine how you want to do it. Bonnie says, that was me, but I couldn't hear the bell. I was talking over it, right? I was talking over it. Donna says, do we say how many you want? Yes. Let us know in your email. If you want 1 strand, you don't have to say anything. If you say nothing, we're going to assume you want 1. If you want more than 1, then you have to tell us how many you want. All right? Pretty simple. Pretty much think of what information you would need to sell something to someone and put it in that email because that'll help us. So this is beautiful Czech glass leaves in this very pretty green. I love this color. This is bag number 1. It's the first bag I opened, and I really, really, absolutely love this green. Now, what I'm going to do is I have ones that look like this, but are slightly different. So I'm going to show those to you now. All right. And if you take a screenshot of all of them, let me know which one you particularly want. But there's also this green. So these are very similar, very similar. This one is slightly lighter, and this one has more of a silvery kind of finish than this one does. All right, there's only one of this strand if you like that. And then there's this one, which is the darkest of them all. They're all $5 each. Everything tonight, $5 each. All right, so if you do take a screenshot of these, and I'm going to leave them like this for you to take a screenshot. When you send that to me, let me know which one or ones you want. That'll really help me. So just say left, middle, or right when you send me that, and let me know how many. If you don't say anything, I'm going to assume one. All right, I have 3 of this one, I have 1 of this one, and I have 3 of this one. It is first come, first serve via who gets their email into me first. All right, now I'm going to take these away. That's how we do it. They sit down here for just a little bit of time, and then they get taken away. All right, and they go back into their little bag. Let's see what one to do next. How about these? I like these a lot. These are little ovals, little coins, puffy coins, in this beautiful green and brown. I think I used these in the photo that I took for this presentation. I have 2 strands of these only. Everything again today is $5 each. $5. That's your cost, everybody. All right, moving on. So you're seeing how we're doing this. If you have questions as we go, please let me know. I'll try to answer them. I can't explain everything all over again, so if you miss something, you can go back and listen to the beginning. Especially if you're on YouTube, you can do that while this is playing, and then you can fast forward. YouTube makes it really easy. On Facebook, you can't go back to the beginning while we're live, but on YouTube, you can. So go visit us, youtube.com/allegorygallery, and subscribe over there. These are more of those leaves. We have the pink ones, and we have the blue ones. I have 1 strand of blue and 2 strands of pink. So I'll leave them here. Take that screenshot if you want it, and send it to us. Let us know which ones you want and how many. And they go away. It goes away. Linda's saying, cool, Harry, where can I see your work? Harry is on Oscar Crow. Oscar Crow on Etsy. Feel free to drop your link, Harry. Harry's one of our vendors. We buy things from him from time to time. He makes wonderful jewelry and wonderful ceramics in Raku. All right, up next, we have these ones, which are just like kind of like the green ones I showed you earlier. A little bit more coin-shaped, maybe on those. And then these are a little bit less puffy. These actually have a little, like a partridge design. Now it's not filled in with any other, sometimes they fill them in with another color. This is just it's pressed into the glass. So it's a very light image. It doesn't stand out too much, but sometimes that's what you want. You want a little hint of the image there, but it doesn't stand out too much. So, and the reason I'm putting these together is just because they came on the same hook, right? Trying to do this where it makes sense for me and for all of you out there. So this strand, there's only 1 of these. This strand, there are 3 of those available, $5 each. How are you all enjoying the Czech glass so far? I hope you're liking it. Check out these flowers. Deep, deep, beautiful blue. Deep, deep, beautiful red burgundy color. $5 each. I have 3 of this and 2 of this only. All right, 3 of this one, 2 of this one. These both have that beautiful coppery detail on them. Suzanne says, stunning. Aren't they beautiful? Nicole says, absolutely loving them. Thank you. I can't check my emails while I'm doing this because I usually check emails on my phone. So I don't know if you're emailing me, but I hope that you're grabbing some great stuff. Now remember, this is a trunk show, everybody. This is a trunk show. We sell this. We do these lives to sell them. We sell them in the physical store. It's a slow time of year for that, so mostly probably for the classes that we have. And then they go back in about maybe 2 weeks or less. So we do not have these for a long time, so grab them as you can. But that also means because it's a trunk show, you are benefiting 2 different small businesses. You're benefiting Raven's Journey, which is where we get these, and you're also benefiting us here at Allegory Gallery. So you are helping all of us, not just one small business, but 2 when you purchase from these trunk shows. Brooke says, loving it. Hope to snag some new to me shapes. Nice. Harry says, great colors. Nicole says, those flowers, oh my goodness. I know, and for $5, we generally can't buy these for $5 and sell them that way. So this is a great deal right now. Great deal. It's a beautiful deep orange color with a gold finish. Let me see if I can move. I'm trying to move this down a little bit, but I think that'll be good. So you can see a little better maybe. I'm just leaving this here so that I know when you send me that screenshot to look in this bag for these. Because we're going to have flowers in all the bags probably, and coins in all the bags, and leaves in the bags. So it's easier for me to know what bag to look in when I'm looking for this stuff for you all. Because sometimes screenshots come to my in different colors and different sizes and all that, right? So they look different sometimes. So I'm going to do my best. I'm also going to do my best to make sure this number shows. So that'll help me too. These are a beautiful kind of lilac, pretty light purple color, and $5 a strand. Linda says, a trunk on a car is a boot here. Yes, they are. They're called a boot and a bonnet. A boot and a bonnet, right? I sell British car parts, so that they call it there too. A boot and a bonnet. The hood is the bonnet, and the boot is the trunk. Lots of odd names for things in the British car compared to us, but I got used to them. I also spell things the British way: catalog, favorite, color. So if you ever see Allegory Gallery posts and they have extra U's in them, that's me writing, because I'm just used to it. I've been working for that company since I was 14, on and off, all through college, all through high school, when we moved back here from New York. So these might be a little hard to see. These are a nice, they have burgundy and black stripes through them. And then this one is kind of a light chestnut color. And I know it's hard to see. I don't have any better, let me see if, let's see. Let me see if this will make them look any better. Not really. Sometimes the gray is a better color to put things on, but that's not really helping. So anyway, this is a burgundy and black stripe, and this is like a chestnut color. All right. 1 of this one available, 2 of this one available. If you like those leaves, get all the colors, right? That's what I say. Get all the colors. Windshield is a windscreen. Yep. Windscreen. I love these. I love this green color, and I love this dark green color. This has a little bit of green and black. This is green and clear. I have 1 of this strand and 2 of this strand. Marianne says, but the U's belong in those words. They aren't extra. That's the way I feel. When you say color, it sounds like there should be favorite. It sounds like there should be a U in there. To me, anyway. That's why I use it. Now, catalog with the UE at the end, that's questionable, maybe. That's questionable, but that's how I spell it. All right. I hope I'm not going too fast for y'all, but I also would like to make sure we get through at least 2 bags of these today. And maybe 3. We'll see. We'll see how much oomph I have. If y'all don't know, it's hard doing lives sometimes. It takes a lot of energy. People don't realize that until they do them. It takes a lot of energy to do a live, especially when lives are like 3 hours long, which is what we normally 2 to 3 hours. We do it to ourselves, though, because we like hanging out with you. So here I have 4 of these strands. They're all the same. I just threw them all out there. Maybe that's an easier way to show you. I'll throw more out there. Donna moved from Facebook. Thank you, Donna. Please feel free to subscribe to us on YouTube out there while you're there. You'll get, YouTube gives very good notifications when we go live compared to Facebook, I've found. All right. These are beautiful green. I love, if you don't know me, my favorite colors are green and red. And yes, I do love Christmas. These are very similar to the last ones. But a darker green color. Linda says that's because Americans spell phonetically. I don't know that that's so true. I don't know that that's so true. English itself is not, I think, a very phonetic language, but I think Americans do like to drop things that could be possibly unnecessary. Some people would say color doesn't need a U, that the OR is enough, I guess. I think many languages, unless, I think many languages, well, definitely most languages over time drop things that are unnecessary or combine things together. I was a language major. I had fun reading about all that and researching that kind of stuff. The lime beads are gorgeous. Love the shape of them, says Nicole. Me too. Those ones, beautiful. Beautiful. Marianne says they certainly don't speak phonetically. No, we don't. No, we don't. So here we have these leaves again in this beautiful, clear, kind of transparent green, and then this opaque kind of, it's a green, but it's almost like a gray green. Gray green. Now, I would say Spanish is a phonetic language, both spoken and spelled, which is nice. It's very easy to spell things in Spanish once you know the alphabet. But I would not say that English is easy to spell phonetically in any way. In any way. If you spell phonetically, it would be spelled with an F for phonetic, right? PH? How's that? What is that? Or if, at least if you reduced everything to, you wouldn't need a PH anymore. Phone, F-O-N-E. And some people do. Some people do. But that happens across all cultures. Hello, April. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. The kids these days, in most countries, in most languages, even if it's not phonetic, they drop letters. I see it a lot in French too, being a fan of the French language. Kids love to spell French phonetically. Happens in Spanish too. These are leaves, and these are like a black with a gray. Let me get my other phone, because then I can shine maybe a brighter light on some of these. Sometimes we do that because that helps. There, that helps, right? Helps a little bit at least. Helps me. They're gray with a little bit of green and black. Helps me to know what they are. Teresa says, I took French in school, so I spell words that way. Linda says, I hope I'm screen shooting this properly. Haven't done it in a long time. As long as you're getting the screenshots, you're good. Now, when you send those screenshots to me, that's another thing I should say. I put it in some of the blurbs for these videos. When you send it to me, if your phone asks you, do you want to send this high res or low res? Do you want to send these as original size or small size? Please do me a favor, send them large or original. Large or original. Because if I get them very small, I can't blow them up and it's very hard for me to see. All right, I have one of this color. So I'm going to show you the red ones from before that we showed. There are 3 different kinds of red. So here is the red with the black stripe that I talked to you about. This is the chestnut color, which is a reddy brown. And then we have one of this one, which is just kind of like a burgundy. So I'm going to take those away because I already showed you those. But I'm going to leave this one here if you want that one. All right. Yeah, that helps a lot. If I had another phone stand, do I? I think I do. Let me see if I can make this, make sense. We can make this make sense. Maybe. Interlude. Talk amongst yourselves. Linda's doing it on a laptop. That is a different thing, right? That is a different thing. If it's a Mac laptop, I think it's Shift-Command-3 grabs a screenshot. If it's not a Mac laptop, I'm sorry, I don't know. Okay, let's see if this helps. That should shed a little bit more light on our subjects here. Anyway. All right, so there are those. Look like red maple leaves. They do. They do. Sylvia, it's been a while since I bought anything via screenshot. My memory is sent out. Yep, scrolling right across here, Sylvia. Everybody, if you forget, do this. We invoice via Square, everybody. Melissa's asking PayPal. We do not invoice via PayPal. We invoice via Square. So we will use that to send you an email from your email address. All right. We keep track of this inventory for our trunk shows in Square. So we got to keep track of that, all that good stuff for taxes. So this is beautiful little drops, and these are faceted. And they also have this Picasso finish on the bottoms. All right, and these are this beautiful red color. And I have a number of these. So if you like those, here, I'll just throw them all out here so you can see and get a good picture of that. Bonnie's having Chinese dinner tonight. Nice. I am going to be eating salad tonight. I'm eating a lot of salads. Been eating a lot of salads lately. My mom recently retired, and she has severe arthritis. And she has had it since she was in her 30s mostly. So she's trying to do some vegetarian cruciferous green stuff to lower the inflammation. And so we've been vegetarian for about 5 or 6 years now. But she's jumping on board now that she's retired. She has more time to cut up vegetables and do all the cutting that you need to do for all that, right? And so she's getting into it, and she lives very near my other job. So I went to my other job yesterday, and she had a whole bowl of salad and some other veggies and all this stuff ready for me, and a smoothie. She made me a smoothie too. So love my mom, and she is now on the veggie kick. So I get the benefits of that too. Bonnie says, let us know if it's working for her. She has said that even in she's been doing it only for about 2 weeks so far. And normally my mom, like, she cannot even bend her fingers like this. It's impossible for her. She can generally bend them like maybe this much. And she's already being able to bend her fingers, which is incredible because she normally has so much pain and they're literally locked in place. But she's starting to be able to bend her fingers again. And she's been following this doctor who, even though they say it's impossible, this doctor cured their own lupus, which is another autoimmune disease that's supposed to be incurable. But this doctor has been doing very well. And it's mostly a cruciferous green diet that they follow. So she's trying to do that because they're all autoimmune diseases. And she's trying to get that sorted out. Susan says salads can be creative, right? Yeah, they can be. Mine aren't that creative. My mom's are more creative. I'm trying to think, and I did it. She made me, it wasn't couscous, it was something else, and I always forget. I always think of couscous when I look at it, but it's not couscous. And anyway, she sent me with that, and these are purple. These are purple, and they have that little pattern like the greens that we showed you earlier, like these ones and the lime greens. Melissa's ever do wheatgrass shots? I have. When I was in New York, there was a place right down the street, and my coworker and I would go and get wheatgrass shots pretty often. My boss was very into them too. It was not polenta, Angelina, not polenta. I can't think of it. Pam says, good for you, or mom, and you. I'm fighting autoimmunity with a diet change. Yeah, there's a lot you can do to help yourself, right? Quinoa. Thank you, Vanessa. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Quinoa. So she did quinoa with some veggies, and because I've been eating a lot of cold salads, and she's like, here's some hot food for you. Here's some hot food for you. This is probably one of my very favorite colors of all of these beads I'm going to show you today. I love, love, love this beautiful color. It's a light blue, and I'm not generally a huge blue fan, but with this gold, it just looks phenomenal. It looks phenomenal. And I'm going to flip this so that I can see this. All right, so there's that. Only 3 of those available. Jory says, I do wheatgrass shots twice a week. Nice. Nice. I haven't done wheatgrass in a while. I used to do it almost every day in New York. All right, I have these 2 colors as well. So we have the deep blue, which is this the same? Let me show you the difference, if there's a difference. That's the same as before. That's the same as before. We're going to take that away. Actually, it's not the same as before. Sorry. This one before had the gold. This one has a copper. All right, so that has the copper. And this is a light lavender kind of color right there. Angelina, we are screenshotting. It tells you right down here what to do. It tells you right down there what to do. Take a screenshot, send it to us at info@allegorygallery.com. Melissa's autoimmune here too. Yeah, it's going on. Like, my family is full of it. We have some weird stuff. My mom has an arthritis that not many people get. She's had it since she was very young. It's not a, what you call it. There's a lot of them out there, but it's not what you typically see in people. So she deals with that. I had vitiligo, which is why I'm very pale. And we all have thyroid problems and other weird things. My grandmother had cold agglutinin, and just we have some weird stuff. By the way, hit these with a black light and they glow. So So how about that? You like those? How about those? It's not rheumatoid, Nicole. That's what a lot of people think, but it's not rheumatoid. It's a different kind. And I can never think of the name. So there's that. I should also say, these leaves I showed you before, they glow a little bit too under a black light. And these ones glow a little bit too under the black light. A lot of the greens oftentimes will glow. Sylvie says, because I don't typically design much with gold, I found that sometimes I like yellow with beads that have gold, right? Melissa's thyroid issues too, always cold, right? Always cold, always cold. My feet, always cold. Here are these beautiful flowers in this beautiful light bluish green color. They do not glow under a black light. All right, we're probably just over half of the way through bag one, everybody. There's a lot. There's a lot here, right? I don't know if we're going to get through all 3 bags. My phone is already telling me my battery's getting low. Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, everybody? I used my phone too much promoting today. I wasn't checking the battery. Here's these beautiful, just fire polished strands, only $5. Teresa says, if you don't have a black light, you can use a blue light bulb. Good to know. Good to know. We just get these. I think we got these on Amazon probably pretty cheap. Little LED black lights. Okay. Now on this strand, they look similar, but this one is a little bit different than these 3. These definitely glow. This one is a little bit darker, a little bit more blue-green. These are pretty true green. I don't even know if you can tell the difference on camera. But there's a little bit, like almost a hint of blue in this one. Are y'all ordering? Anybody sending us emails? I saw some people saying, I hope I did it right. If you didn't do it right, I will come back and say, hey, yo, what'd you want? What'd you want? Suzanne says, yes, thank you. At $5 a strand, this is an awesome deal, y'all. $5 a strand, that's an awesome deal. I love these little coins, every single one of them. It's like, oh, this color's nice. Oh, this color's nice. Oh, this color's nice. Oh, this color's nice. This is a peachy orange with the white. Peachy orange with the white. Melissa's blowing your email up. Good, good. Get us some orders. Help both of us, both us and Raven's Journey, get some orders. All right, 2 different color of these leaves. We only have 2 of each. We have this kind of minty green and this kind of limey green. Linda says, speaking of Amazon, I got my optic visor headset today and cannot figure out how to adjust the size for my head. I don't use those, so I don't know. I know Cynthia, she uses, I forget which particular brand she uses, but she uses them a lot for her carving. That's Cynthia at Green Girl Studios. That's my sister-in-law, for all of you who don't know. My husband is Andrew Thornton. Some of you may know him from the bead world, too. He's been in magazines and books and has done tech writing and had a blog for a very long time. It was really popular. And his sister is Cynthia. These are a beautiful grapey purple color with a gold Gold, copper, gold accent. I'm going to try and leave these with the numbers showing, so when you show me that, in case it's hard for me to say, what color was that? Like I said, screenshots are not perfect on either side, I know, but they help us get the work done. Okay, everybody. I'm going to show you these. Okay, so remember the red ones that I said had a hint of like a partridge on them? Well, here are some blue ones that have more than a hint. They are filled in. So this is what I was saying. This is the same design. And you can see the image of the partridge there, but it's not filled in. So the blue ones have that filled in and are much, much more blatant about what they are. They're little birds. They're little birds in this beautiful blue color. While those are sitting there, I'm going to go look for a cord to plug in my phone because I don't want it to die before we get to bag 2. Talk amongst yourselves, everybody. Hooray! Boy, down to 12% battery left only. Yikes. I made that a close call. Donna sent about 5 or 6 emails. Thank you. Nicole says, I so love Czech glass beads. So do we. If you missed my little live earlier into today, our store was founded on kind of some pillars. Gemstones, of course, was one. Czech glass was a major one for us. Art and artisan beads was another one. Also, we love beads from all over the world. We just love all the beads. All the beads. These are lovely. If you can see that, kind of see that shape. It's like kind of a barrel, but they took it and squashed it down a little bit. Looks like almost looks like an eye. Nicole says, my goal is to eventually have every type of Czech glass bead that I can find. Well, if you would like to buy one of every kind that we have today, let me know. I'd be happy to help you with that. I'd be happy to help you with that. That's a good goal, Nicole. Good goal. Nicole says those barrels are nice. Don't confuse it. They are not true barrels. It's like if you took a barrel, though, and smashed it down a little bit. I don't want anyone confused. These are not quite barrels. But I love this. I don't see this shape much anymore. This shape was big in vintage Czech glass. We have vintage Czech glass in this shape. We're very similar, but I don't see it much modern, which is really cool. They are like pillows, Michelle. You're right. Bonnie says, I love to string knot Czech beads. Knotting is so nice when it's done. I have no patience for it. I did used to knot pearls and do things, but I'm not a very insanely patient person. These look like bamboo beads to me, or like a shell bead of some sort. I really like these a lot. Vanessa says, I hope Andrew's finding a lot of beads in the world of Tucson. I'm sure he's finding a lot of beads. I don't know how many beads he can afford. That's the issue, but I'm sure he's finding a lot. Student says, Raven's Journey does beautiful work. They really, really do. And we love working with them. And because their names are on these, this is one of the reasons we can't stream this in the TGBE, because in the TGBE, it's a written/unwritten rule that we do not, show other vendors that are named in the group. It's out of courtesy for all the members that we have. Michelle says, wow, this is still one bag. Yep. Yep. This is still one bag, y'all. I told you we have hundreds of designs / colors and almost 1,000 strands of Czech glass to go through. Now, when I say 1,000 strands, that's like, okay, we have 3 strands of these. That's 3 out of the 1,000. I think these slightly glow. These are pink and green. And when you hit them with the black light, they really show that green. But they're ever so slightly pink and green. They're mostly pink, but when the light hits, you'll sometimes see the shades of green pop out. I love these. These are just very soft, very nice, but just different, And when you hit them again with that black light, they turn green. So if you're all going to the club, you got the club gear. Make the club gear for yourself, right? Why not? Why not? I think you're never too old to go dance or go have fun with your friends, right? Okay, here we have a... And like I said, I'm putting these, they have nothing to do with each other except they're on the same thing, and it makes it easy for me to find them when you say, oh, I want the one on the left or the one on the right. Bonnie says, do people still go to raves? The answer is yes. I see enough evidence of that on Instagram. I don't do a lot of TikTok, but I see it there once in a while too. So yes, people still definitely do. I don't know if they call it a rave anymore. I don't know if they call it a rave necessarily. But they do it. They do it. How about orange? Who doesn't love orange? It's one of my favorite colors. I love a bright, nice, beautiful orange. Only 3 strands of this orange leaf. All right, this beautiful light blue color coming up with a silver accent. Who doesn't love blue and silver? Look at that. Aren't those gorgeous? Blue and silver accent. Excuse me. Blue with a silver accent, everybody. Nicole says, orange, red, and yellow seem to be the hardest colors to find in beads. Yeah, they can be hard. They can be hard. Amanda says, I will have to go back and see what I missed. You missed a lot. This is only bag 1 so far, everybody. Only bag 1 so far. Look at that color. Look how beautiful that is. I love that kind of light blue with a silver because that blue almost has some beautiful gray in it. And it just really brings that out. So it's this nice, light, beautiful color. And all these strands, again, everything today, $5 a strand only. $5 a strand only. Here we have 2 strands. Janice says, bless you, thank you. 2 strands of blue. This is dark blue with a little light blue edging. Some of that may look like a light reflection, but some of it actually is edged or has some other light blue around it. So it's navy or nice royal blue with some light blue in it. All right, and now the last strand of bag number 1. The last strand of bag number 1 is this one. It glows. There's only 1 of these. It's slightly paler than most all the leaves that we've looked at in the green. And there it is. Sally says, can I pay using PayPal? Unfortunately, we use Square only for these. Square only. But if you have a PayPal debit card or a PayPal credit card, you can use that to deduct from your PayPal account. We highly recommend that for people. If you have a PayPal debit card, you can use it that way. It'll deduct right from your PayPal account that way. But we only invoice using Square because this inventory goes through our Square system and it helps us keep everything on track so that we make sure that our vendors get the right amount of money and we make sure all the inventory / taxes and all that works out the same. All right, so that was bag one. That was bag one, everybody. So let's take a little bit of a break. Take a little bit of a break so we can, because you may all be like fast and furious, and I know that that gets a little tiresome when you're doing it a lot. So we're going to take a little breather. I'm going to pack these up in this bag, and we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're moving on to bag two in a little bit. Let's say, how about we take a 3-minute break? 3 minutes, is that enough for everybody? Just time to breathe, right? Just time to breathe a little bit. So I'm going to set this. We're going to take a little 3-minute break just to breathe. Use the facilities if you have to. Break time. All right, Melissa's bathroom break. Yes, if you need a bathroom break. We'll go 3 to 5 minutes here or so. And I'm going to turn my mic off and I'm going to get ready to do bag number 2. So you can talk amongst yourselves if you're still here. I'm going to rest my voice a little bit and we'll see you back here in about 3 to 5 minutes or so, okay? Okay, everyone, how are y'all doing? How was the break? Did you have a good break? Hope you had a good break. We're going to move along now to bag number 2. Bag number 2. And I snuck a peek at the emails. Thank you all. A lot of you are sending emails, and we really appreciate it. Both us and Raven's Journey really appreciate your support. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Let's move to bag 2. All right. I'm going to leave this here so I know which bag to look in for all the things you're requesting. And I think we're going to stop at bag 2 today. I was going to go to bag 3, but my voice is failing a little bit today. And I'm getting a little bit hungry. So we're going to move on to bag number 2, and we're going to pause after that, okay? Plus, you're all probably going to be worn out, is my guess, because I'm going to be worn out. So I can't imagine you won't be. So here's bag number 2. These are some of these little drops I showed you with the kind of Picasso bottom finish. And we have them in this beautiful coral color and this blue, this lovely bright blue. Oh, Michelle, you're talking about your piece. Yeah, that was beautiful. Beautiful piece. And nothing like giving stuff in person, right? It's so nice when you can do that. I'm quickly finding out that I did not drink enough water today. I normally try to drink a gallon of water a day, and I've been under that limit for a few days now. So it's starting to, I'm starting to quickly realize that I need to up my water intake. Sylvia says, I forgot I had my earbuds in, was startled when you came back. Right? I do that too sometimes. I do that too. Michelle says, after she gets it, everyone will see it. That's awesome. All right, so these are in this same kind of design, these little faceted drops in a brighter orange. So here was the coral color. I don't know if you can see the difference. This definitely has more of the pinky coral. This is definitely a truer orange color. I love this shape so much. It's great for earrings. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Anne says, me too, must have been dozing. I'll tell you what, I could doze right now, y'all. I could doze. I'm a little bit sleepy. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I tried to go to bed early last night, and you know, it's rough on a small business when you're trying to buy things and it's the worst time of the year for you. So I get a little bit stressed out money-wise. I'm not gonna lie. We're you know, if you know us, you know we're very upfront with things, and so I get a little bit stressed. So I don't sleep well at night sometimes, thinking about all that. We have these bees. I love these bees. Can you see the bee? So this is a translucent blue. You got this opaque red with the gold. These all have gold bees, and you have the black with the gold bee. I love the bees. Suzanne says, bees, heart, 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 right? Suzanne didn't sleep well either. Sorry to hear that. I don't know if there's something in the air. I'm hoping. I did take a little bit of a nap, though, and I might go home today and take a little bit of a nap. But I know that ruins my sleeping patterns then, which I really have no actual sleeping pattern, y'all. It's just sleep when I can get some sleep. But sometimes I can take a nap, and it helps a lot. You can just, that little boost. And because we're night people, like we're usually up till 3 or 4 in the morning anyway, that little nap boost sometimes really helps get you through. Michelle, bee's knees, very cute, right? Look at these little flowers. I am loving these minty greens right now. I am in love with the minty greens. There's a lot of minty green colors going on in this trunk show right now, and I am here for it. Susan said it's the world zeitgeist, right? Things are wild right now. Things are wild. So if you're in tune with that, you may be having trouble sleeping too, right? Bonnie says, I like the size. Suzanne says, so spring-like, right? Linda says, where on a laptop do screenshots get saved? I just updated to Windows 10 and it's all so different. I wish I could tell you on Windows 10. I don't know. If it's on a Macintosh, I can tell you. If it's on a Mac, I could tell you. They go to the desktop generally. On Windows, I don't actually know. Anybody on Windows 10 that can tell Linda where the screenshots get saved? Harry says, we stayed up late to finish a show, Lockwood and Company, so I only got 6 hours last night. Are those flowers table cut? Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And here comes some more of them too. So we have them in this beautiful green with the gold accent, and then this beautiful teal color with, I'm going to say that's a gold accent too. Sometimes it's hard to tell the copper and the gold when it's not so bright, but gold accents there. Let's see, Amanda says they go to pictures, then screenshots. Marion says, I have not ever really tried on my laptop. Michelle says, I think a screenshot folder. Harry says, it's in a file called screenshots. So in the pictures folder maybe, and then screenshots if it's buried in there. So here, Lena says that teal and chartreuse could look good together, right? I think so. Oh, I'm getting clumsy, y'all. That's how you can tell when I'm a little bit tired, a little bit worn out. If y'all do lives, you know what I mean. They're more tiring than most people would ever think. I love doing them. It's one of my favorite parts of my day, but they do wear you down sometimes. They do wear you down. So these are very pretty aqua blues with this very pretty green. Looks like we have more of the greens. So there's the green color. And then here is that beautiful aqua blue with that Picasso edge. They both have the Picasso edge. Let's see. Michelle says, I watch on my laptop and phone consecutively, then take the screenshots from my phone and send from there. So high tech, right? It's a good way to do it. I cannot, Michelle says, I use my phone for everything now. It's been a while for my laptop. I cannot type out long things on my phone. It drives me insane because I'm a good touch typer. I can type on a real keyboard pretty quickly. So typing on my phone for something long makes me insane. But Andrew uses his phone for everything. He does not have a laptop. He has a computer at the studio, which he barely uses. He does not have a tablet or anything like that. All his long, like he writes long Facebook posts and stuff, all done on his phone. Harry says, I use a real high-end camera and just take a picture of the monitor. You can do that too. You can do that too. Nicole's watching on my TV and laptop, right? You don't want to miss anything. These are a beautiful, clear, transparent blue with that Picasso finish on the bottoms. Teresa says, I do Oracle card readings live. It is tiring. Yeah, it's just like you're constantly hyped up. Like And it's not fake. Like, first you have to speak a little bit more loudly than normal so that the microphone picks you up well enough. And so people don't have to like increase their volume to hear you. And then you're just generally hyped about what you're doing and you're talking to your friends. So it's like it's like constantly pushing for hours. For hours. Nicole says those transparent beads are nice. They are. Look at them sparkling. Look at that. Okay, what's next? How about these? We're going to have a number of this style coming up too. So these are flowers, and they have the hole back here, so you can use these and dangle them like for earrings if you want to. They're just beautiful little dangly little flowers. So we have them in these two colors. And we're going to have more of these. Like I said, there are more of all of these designs. More of all of these designs. Lena says, you are giving your energy to us. Of course it's tiring. I'll try to give some energy back. Thank you. Share the energy, right? Share it back and forth. These are pink with a little bit of green in them. Pink with a little bit of green. It's a good color for spring. Good color for spring. Let me see if I can show you. There's some of that green right there. Bonnie says, take your B vitamins. Oh, yes. My mom, again, going back to my mom, has been big on vitamins since I was very young. She researches them and vitamins, minerals, herbs. So I have been brought up to know to take my vitamins. Michelle says, the bellflowers are so fun, right? I love these little bellflowers. Now this is a different one. I don't have a lot of this style, at least not in the first 3 bags. These little drops. Now these also glow under a black light. And again, everything I'm showing you today, $5 a strand only. $5 a strand. But these are like purple and green grapes. I love these. I love grapes too. One of my favorite things in the world are grapes. Can you tell I'm getting hungry? I have some red grapes at home. Can't wait. I'm going to dig in, put them in my salad. Trace has been doing readings for 25 years. That's awesome. So here are more of these table cuts, flowers. And these ones on the right glow under a black light too. I don't know if that means anything to all of you, if you even care. I just think it's fun. I just think it's fun. And it's a cool selling point for some people. All right, everybody, this is where I say, please like this video. If you have not already hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you've not already followed our Facebook page, please go follow our Facebook page. We do these all the time. All the time. We don't do trunk shows all the time, but we do something every day of the week pretty much. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. We love having more subscribers over there. And please share, 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 share. One of my favorite singers, but also a great thing to do. Share. Beautiful orange table cut flowers. It is Vaseline uranium glass. Sometimes there's a little bit in it, in that green, mostly in the green colors. Mostly in the green colors to make that green color. Linda says, oh darn, I don't think any of my screenshots got saved. That's no good. That's no good. Might have to go back. Go back and get them again. How about those? Boy, aren't those shiny and sparkly? Clear glass with red accent, or red glass with clear accent, whatever you want to call it. They don't glow. Just checking. And again, every strand is $5. You see something you like, take a screenshot of it. That's why I set that here on the board for a little bit. Take a screenshot, send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. All that's scrolling along the bottom of your screen here. First come, first serve. Thank you for all of you out there who've been sending us screenshots. And I will also take this moment, in case there's anybody watching who was not watching earlier, to let you know that we are having a sale in our online store as well. Flash sale is the discount code. Flash sale. And you can save 25% off anything right now that's in our online store. That's only good through 11:59 p.m. tonight, Eastern time. Eastern time. So please, please, if there's something you want in our online store, I can count on like one hand, probably 3 fingers or 2 fingers, y'all, how many times we've ever done a sale over 20%. This is a 25% flash sale. Helps us raise some money extra for Tucson, for Andrew wanting to buy some extra things and bring them back for you all. Here are these beautiful drops. And they have this coppery top on each one. And then you have this coral color and this lime green. Beautiful. I love them both together, actually. Love them both together. Linda says, I rarely do Facebook anymore. Yeah, I like YouTube. I like YouTube. You can rewind. You can go back in time while the live is happening. Facebook, you can't do that. You miss something, you missed it until the video is over and you can finally go back and rewatch after the video processes. But on YouTube, you missed it, you just go back and then you come back into real life, right? I do like YouTube for live videos. Marion says, I want to see what Andrew got from Ava Motherwell. Me too. Me too. He has a bag. He hasn't shown me what's in the bag yet. So there are 3 colors here, actually. There's this beautiful light blue in this drop. There's a darker blue. There's only one of each of those. And then there's this beautiful pale blue. These 2 are transparent. This is opaque. Michelle says YouTube looks better. Yes, Facebook only allows streaming up to 720, and YouTube allows streaming up to like 4 or 8K, but we can only go up to 1080p. But it definitely will give a better quality, especially since we boosted our plan. Amanda says, is Andrew shopping today? He was hitting up some shows. I don't know how much shopping he's doing or if he's going to just, you know, sometimes we do a lot of looking so that you don't like spend all your money in a place that you then find something else you want more. So we often go through and look, and then the final day he might do a lot of shopping. This is a beautiful blue. Look at that blue. It has purple in it too. So it's a purpley blue color. Brooke says there's 23 watching, but only 7 thumbs up over there on YouTube. Please give a quick thumbs up for William. Yes, please. Please hit the thumbs up button, y'all. Give us a thumbs up. Teresa says YouTube has much better picture quality. I do believe it does. Susan says it's a Maxfield Parish blue. Good to know. I don't know that. Andrew probably would know that. So she says, Linda, on Windows, press Control and the print screen keys together. Then you can place an email by hitting Control V to paste it in. Good to know. Good to know. Blurple, says Melissa, right? It is a blurple. Oh no, Nicole's got to go. Sorry, you've got to leave us. So keep the timestamp and make sure out there on YouTube, and make sure you come back and watch us and finish up. Have a good evening, you too. Yes, Ava specializes in vintage and modern acrylics and plastics and glass, and I love it. We've done a trunk show with Ava before too. Maybe we'll do another one if y'all want. Nicole has class. We'll have a good class and come back and watch the rest of it later when you get a chance. Beautiful blue, beautiful orange. These are in these little faceted drops. They're faceted on the edges. You can, I think, see that shining. Yeah, we love Ava's stuff, and we don't keep a lot of it in store, but I would love to have more of it. So I know Andrew got a bag full of stuff, so we'll see. We'll see what he's got for y'all when he comes back. Okay, for all of you that like the bees, I've got more bees. So it's this color with the blue and this clear with the Picasso egg. And I have 3 of each. 3 of each. There's that one, and there's that one. She does host the whole bead show. She does, and she's been doing it for a long time. A long time. Okay. Here's another one of these. I don't know. Is this the same? Is this the same? No, not the same. How about the same as that one? That's the same as that one. So I have another one of those ones. Never mind. I'm going to leave it there in case you want it, in case you didn't see it before. There's that one. And then this is a beautiful purple. Purple with, it looks like a gold mercury finish, if I'm seeing that correctly. A gold, that mercury glass kind of finish on it. Michelle says, Andrew's videos have been fun. I think so. I'm enjoying watching them. I hope y'all are too. And I opened my computer and y'all are sending screenshots and I love it. Thank you all so much. I'm going to have a lot of work ahead of me. So I appreciate that. I think I'll be taking these bags home and sorting stuff out while I spend some time with my cats tonight. Try not to get too much cat hair in your order. These little green drops. Marion says, I also like that he supports his fellow vendors. Yes, of course. Normally when we're at a show, we go crazy if we can live broadcasting it. Live broadcasting for everybody. Because a lot of the vendors at shows, excuse me, a lot of them don't go live ever. So we try to help out as much as we can. Just like when we do our around the town videos here, we try to go live for other stores and other merchants in town. For those of them who do not do that on their own, to show off our town. We love to show off our town of Ligonier. Now this green is just a little bit, ever so slightly darker than the other one I just showed you. And then here's this beautiful red and gold, actually copper, red and copper colored drops. Kathy says, cat hair is fine. Bonnie says, cat friends are the best. Melissa says, love kitties, right? We're definitely cat people, y'all. We're definitely cat people. I love these. They're just so nice feeling in your hand. There was I don't know if y'all follow technology or not, but there was a moment in time a few years ago when everybody talked about how everything felt in their hand. It has a good hand feel. It feels so good in the hand. I don't know where that came from, but it made me crazy. And every time I say it feels good in the hand, it reminds me of that. And I just cringe at my own self when I say that. Here are these yellow bellflowers. They have a transparency to them, mostly around the edges. And then they have that beautiful yellow, bright, bright, bright yellow color. Okay. Teresa says, I found out about the tea place when you did the video at the town. Yeah. I know some of you, I hear it. Some of you still order from the tea place and some of the other places in town. And I'm sure they very much appreciate it. Because many of them, like she doesn't even have a website. She doesn't do that. She's not into that. I don't think she knows how to do that. It's a little intimidating. So we helped by doing a live video and told people they can give her a call. And she sends orders out that way now. Marion says, well, I am a dog person too, but cats are better in an apartment. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I don't mind dogs. I have nothing against dogs. I grew up with a lot of dogs. I'm just not, our schedule does not lead to a very easy, let's go take them out kind of thing. So cats are much better for us. And even though our cats ask us to go out, Barnaby loves to go outside. And if it is at any point in the day, he will beg me to go out. He does calm down at night though, because he has learned that generally once the sun goes down, we do not go outside. Sometimes he gets to go out on the porch at night, but he doesn't get to venture from the porch because he's a little brown cat and it's too hard to see him at night. But when I say it's too dark and it's cold, then he stops. He stops begging generally. These are beautiful. These have a gold accent and they are a smoky quartz color. And these are those leaves. Teresa says, I order from her a lot, bought even teapots and cups from her. Nice. Thank you. I'm glad you were able to make that connection. I'm glad we were able to help you with that. Bonnie says, one of my sons has a Mastiff dog and the other son has 2 cats. They are my grandkids, right? That's what my mom says to our cats. Mastiffs are huge. That's crazy. I don't think I could do that. Lena says, our dog is definitely a daddy's girl. The cats are mine. Michelle says, I have a little dog with a doggy door. Can't be without either one. That's cute. Yeah, our cats generally they have a cat door out to their catio. We have a catio on the back of the house, but the catio is closed for the winter because it needs some maintenance. After enough years outside, it needs to be refurbished a little bit. So we closed it down this winter. Usually we close it in the winter anyway because sometimes the cat door sticks open or something and then it gets cold. So anyway, yeah. Cat doors, dog doors, they're very good. These are a beautiful light purple. Different shades of purple. There's some light, there's some darker. They have that gold kind of color around the top. I'm sorry these colors are harder to see. I'm hoping that this light is helping some. That's another thing. Once it gets dark outside, sometimes the light's not as great. And I'm just working in the back of the store. I should have done this maybe at the cottage with the better light system. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. We'll go over to the cottage and do these. Michelle says those purple colors are pretty. They are. They are super pretty. I love purple. I love most colors, y'all. I'm just going to keep saying I love purple, I love green, I love blue, I love red. I do. I love most colors. These are beautiful together. If you're working on Easter stuff, y'all, pinks and blues. Light pink, pastel pink. I know, Marianne, don't like that one. But pastel pink, pastel blue. I love them. Linda, you didn't miss out yet. It says, look like I missed out. Cannot find the screenshots anywhere. You can still get them. You can still go back and figure it out. I'm sure not everything is sold. Michelle says, my dog's name is Pretzel for absolutely no reason. Whatever name fits, right? We have Barnaby and we have Gilbert. Our two cats that have passed are Paolo and Babette. Donna says, I can't have cats. I'm allergic. That's sad. That would be sad. I love my cats. These are beautiful. Will these glow? No. But these are beautiful. They're almost like a milky color, but they're reds and oranges and yellows. That's like a fall tree right there, y'all. It's like a fall tree. I have to bring it up here to show you the color, but then the camera doesn't focus. But beautiful, beautiful, like a fall tree. I love maple trees. They're like all those colors in the fall, around here anyway. Susan says, ours are Philip and Smokey, neither of whom we named. I don't think I realized you didn't name them. Look at these table cut flowers in this beautiful Picasso edge with the coral color, a beautiful coral color. Let me get a number here so I will know which one that is. And we're about 2/3 of the way through bag 2, y'all. About 2/3 of the way through bag 2. We are not going to do bag 3 today. I was going to do a third one, but y'all, you know, I think we got to build up stamina for that because I'm probably going to wear you out. I'm already wearing myself out. Lovely pink and bluish purple. Pink and bluish purple. Vanessa says that is a pretty summer color. The coral, yeah. Coral is a pretty summer color. You're right. And I love these. Now remember, each strand, I'm not even telling you prices because each strand is $5. And instructions for how to purchase are running down here. If you're just tuning in, we went through bag 1. We are 2/3 of the way through bag 2. And then we are going to call it a night so that I can not have too much to process. I already got a lot of emails, so I appreciate that, everybody. Remember, you're not only helping us at Allegory Gallery, you're helping Raven's Journey sell things too. They do shows once in a while, but they definitely could and appreciate your purchases with them right now too. So it's hard out there for small business. It's hard out there for small business. Michelle says periwinkle. Yeah, it is periwinkle, right? Susan says that's fine. Need to get dinner in a bit. Me too. Loki, Tyr, and Siv are mine, says Marianne. Nice. Suzanne says, Charlie and Cinnamon here. My husband named them. That's nice. All right. Ooh. Ooh. like these. I don't even remember seeing these when I was counting everything. Look at these. Beautiful light purple with a little bit of, that looks like copper to me. So it almost sometimes looks a little pink, but these are definitely purple. There, maybe it's better with my hand behind it. Look at those, and look at that beautiful cut. Only 3 of those available. And I'm thinking some of these say limited instead of having an actual SKU number, and I'm thinking that they are like a limited edition. They're not something they keep in their arsenal all the time, whereas the SKU numbers are probably ones that they have more often. More of these bellflowers. What size are the bellflowers? I don't know if I have a ruler to tell you the truth. Oh wait, I do. So these are across the widest point, about 9 millimeters, and lengthwise approximately 7, somewhere in there. And these are beautiful ambery color. It's an amber color with yellow. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I like those a lot. It's kind of actually a, is it gold? Is it copper? It looks like a gold with yellow. And then we have some leaves, some more leaves in this beautiful bright green, translucent green. Translucent green. Try and show that number so I can actually know it when you're claiming. Y'all, these bellflowers in this beautiful deep red. You know I love this color. This almost has a little bit of pink to it. It's red with a little bit of pink. I was gonna say it's almost kind of that red. I always talk about it. I had my grandparents had, I think they were from Avon, glassware that was this beautiful red color, deep garnet red. These are kind of like it, but they have a little bit more pink almost. And then we have this one, which is this beautiful blue with this silvery finish over it. Shell says like cranberry, kind of, but almost, I don't know. It has a oddly pink, I don't know if it has a pink fuming to it. It's just really pretty. Kathy, mine are Ghirardelli and Lint. That's funny. That's cute. Norma says my cats are Mischief, Waldo, and Pepper. Nice. I think our naming of cats with like human names, like mine dates back. I had a cat named David, and that was his name when we got him. He was adopted, and his name was David, and we called him D a lot. But he was a beautiful. He was mostly all white. He had 2 little black dots on his forehead like horns. We called him his little horns, where his horns were supposed to be. But he was such a lovely cat. Michelle says, I love people names for animals, right? To me too. They deserve their own names, right? That's a nice color, that beautiful sky blue. That's what our sky looked like today in Ligonier. If you saw my video earlier in the day, it was that beautiful sky blue color. Okay, I'm going to remind everyone we're just about finished. So I'm going to remind everyone, please hit the thumbs up over there if you're on YouTube. Please hit the like or the love button if you're on Facebook for this video. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Please follow us on our official Facebook page. And please, please, please hit the share button to share this video. You've already claimed what you want. Now you can let your friends see it, right? So please hit the share button as we get to the end of this video here soon. I love these blue, clear blue drops. I'm just enamored with all of these drops because they are so glassy and bubbly, and I just love it. Susan says, Mr. Boots was our first cat. He came with his name as well and ruled our home with an iron paw. That's cute. It's a beautiful, almost Kelly green color. Almost Kelly green. A little bit more blue. These table cut flowers. Linda says, my husband's name is David. I just call him Davo. Nice. Marion says, Loki, a.k.a. Big Guy, Civ, a.k.a. Pearl, and Tree, grandbaby since he was born on my lap. That's cute. That's cute. Michelle said those drops look like water. They do, right? They look like ice. Ice baby. Okay. We have these faceted drops in this black with this gold mercury finish. I don't know if you can see those very well. These look luxe, like these look rich. So if you like those, there are 5 available, $5 each per strand. And then after this, we get to our last strand of the evening, everybody. Last strand of the evening. And it's these beautiful red, kind of red, pink, a little bit almost orangey. It's like all shades of the red with a little bit of the white. These are beautiful drops. Last one of the evening, everybody. That's a lot of beads for $5, by the way. Like, those are big strands for $5. You know they must make and import a lot because they get the good pricing. They get the good pricing. Melissa says, thank you. XOXOXO. Thank you all for joining in. Let me flip the camera around. Sometimes we just leave without flipping, but most of the time I like to say goodbye. All right. My hair deflated even through that. So, it took a while. So thank you all so much. I saw lots of emails coming in. I'm going to try and sort them all tonight, but I'm not going to promise that I'm going to get email invoices out tonight, but I'm going to try. Now, one last thing. If you are new to us, if you have not placed an order with us through these live shows, please make sure you follow up with an invoice or with an email that has your shipping address. I need your shipping address. Our invoices are going to ask for it again, but I mostly need it to know if you're in Pennsylvania, if we need to charge you sales tax. We don't do enough business in any other state generally to have to merit taxing there. but in Pennsylvania we do. So I need to know where your shipping address is. I'll put that in my system so for future use, I don't have to ask you again over and over again. So that'll help. And this was 2 bags tonight out of 7 bags that we received. So one of these days, tomorrow or Friday, we have to do 3 bags to catch up. So maybe I'll do less talk in the beginning, and we'll do 3 bags tomorrow or Friday. So probably tomorrow. Fridays I like to chat and get chatty. So probably tomorrow we're going to try and hit 3 bags running, and we're just going to jump into it pretty quickly and go from there. All right. Thank you so much. Again, you are helping not only us, but you're helping Raven's Journey, another small business that could really use your help right now. So we really appreciate it. All of these strands tonight were $5 a strand. We do have different prices coming up. They're not all going to be 5. We have 7 and 8 and 6, 7 and 8, I think, coming up in the next few days. But these are all 5. Great prices. So if you missed anything, please go back. You can rewatch and take those screenshots, send them to us. I'm going to get as much invoicing done. It might just be sorting tonight, but I'm going to get as much sorting at least done as I can tonight. And then we'll move on to invoicing and do more tomorrow. Lots of good stuff. And I'm not going to keep you any longer because I got to go eat. You got to go eat or do whatever you need to do today. And we will see you very, very soon. All right. Thank you so very much again. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye, everybody.